And I know it was the blood for me, baby. I said, I know it was the blood. I know it was the blood. I know it was the blood for me. One day when I was lost, he died. He died on the cross, and I know it was the blood for me. Typically, I come a little late. Today I decided to come a little early. Amen. I wanted to talk real quick about a list that I put out on Instagram that was challenged and was questioned by some of the top artists in the game. And while I respect people like Sauce Walka, OMB Bloodbath, I have a zero tolerance policy. Bugatti Casino commented on the list. It was a great thing to shake up in Texas rap scene today, because the Texas rap scene is quite boring. I think it's boring primarily because I'm not covering it like that. Whenever I'm covering it for real, whenever I'm going hard on Texas, Texas is fun, Texas is interesting, and motherfuckers is interested. You know, unfortunately, we on the bigger and better things, so Texas is boring than a bitch. But best believe that there are things going on in Texas that if the right person really got through the crevices and cracks of the rap game, y'all will stumble upon some jewels, right? Again, this is not only an impromptu live, but shout out better than yours. I see you in here, baby. But I'm here earlier. So I came to talk about the blood list. So I want to first and foremost give you my background on the subject. So not only am I in the hip hop world, but I am a sociologist / anthropologist by trade. What do anthropologists do? Anthropologists study culture. So I've been studying gangs and gang violence, gang banging since we high. But I really got into it probably the last 3 years around the time J-Dub died, and I started pursuing a documentary, and I took the time out to really study. So what does that mean? That means that I've read literature. You know, I've watched film. I've studied some of the founders of the Paru Street Boys. Not you heard of the word, you heard of what a Paru is, but I'm talking about the Paru Street Boys, King Babalu, people of that nature, right? So I'm bringing this up for a particular point. And before I even go any further, let me say I do not intend to promote or enhance the spreading of gangs through this message. However, I do want to make sure that I'm factually and historically accurate. So the origins of Bloods, let's just talk about the origins of Bloods and Crips for a second, right? So the origins of Bloods and Crips, you could say the Crip organization started in 1968, 1969. Well, the origins kind of have an arm or a leg in the Black Panther Party, the revolutionary movement. So if you think of the idea of no snitching, right? No snitching means no cooperating with the police, no cooperating with the man. The reason that is because we cannot trust the police. So we do not operate with their system. So we do not cooperate with their system. So a lot of the morals and principles that the Bloods and the Crips have adopted came from revolutionary principles. So let me go a little bit deeper for those who really coming to listen and not just coming to hear the mess and the gossip. So the Crips have origins in the Panthers. The Bloods have a lot of origins in the US organization. Okay. Where's my phone at? Okay. The US organization was another political revolutionary organization intended to actually rival the Panthers. The first, you could say, shooting that occurred between the Bloods and the Crips actually started with the US organization and the Black Panther Party, or what would be later to be known as the Bloods and the Crips. If you know anything about Raymond Washington, he was very much interested in becoming a Panther before he started what we know today as the Crip organization. So why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because there was some controversy in my list about a guy named Guapo, a rapper named Guapo. And I want to justify as well as explain, because you have bloggers who don't know shit like Spliff D, who would come for Big Tune and question and have the audacity to question, why do I have Guapo on there? Well, let me say this. Not only did I have him on there, but I had him on there as number 2. Sauce Walka came out and said, Guapo doesn't belong on no blood list. Guapo not no blood. I thought he was a Crip. I'm going to explain why Sauce felt like that, why he said that, why he has the right to say that, what Guapo said in response to. But I first want to give you some history. So the word Damu, okay? The word Damu is a word that Bloods use that means blood in Swahili. Why am I steady bringing up Swahili? Swahili is also the language that we use for Kwanzaa, right? So that's another remnants of the struggle movement, the freedom movement, the idea of there being some kind of revolutionary connection to these now violent organizations, right? So the word Damu is blood in a language known as Swahili. Am I preaching yet? So I'm scrolling on Instagram. I'm doing my due diligence as a street journalist, and I noticed somebody tagged Guapo in something and they called him his Damu. So I said, wow, you know, if they're calling him that, he must have that affiliation. So I think it was justified for me to throw him on the list. So let me actually read to you guys what occurred. So I dropped the list. And Sauce Walka, the Sauce Talker, the KID, the DID, the kid that did, understand me, comes and says, Guapo, my nigga 5L, very talented, hardworking artist, but he not no blood. I believe Lil Bro a Crip, honestly. So I had Sauce Walka number 1 on the list. Let me just read. Sauce Walka number 1, Guapo number 2, Love and Channing number 3, OMB Bloodbath number 4, Peso Peso number 5, Sosa Man number 6, Bugatti Casino number 7, CJ Casino number 8, EBK Cyrac number 9, Sauce Wood Winning, who is very much respected in the blood and gangbanging community. People like Coon Pappy during the beef between Go Yayo and Sauce Walka would shout out Sauce Wood. When Sauce was going at it with Blicker, Sauce Wood was also referenced and shouted out. Sauce Wood was known in the penitentiary as a speaker for his organization. That means that you got to be the most stand-up nigga, you know. So Sauce Wood could have been higher, but keep in mind that my judging isn't your street cred or anything like that. My judging is based off of the numbers that you're producing, your notoriety, and your music that you're creating currently, right? So let me just continue. So I had 6 shots, Drippy, GGO Kirk, Stop 6 Low Key, SMB New, Big Homie Scott from San Antonio, Dibby Blood, bitch ass. And I will explain why he's a bitch ass nigga in a second, but let me continue. Let me actually pause right now because I got a little time. So Dibby Blood, to my knowledge, went to Plano. He went to North Garland. He graduates and he starts claiming North Dallas as his hood. He's from AOD now. He's all off Adelia. He ain't got nothing from Garland. He ain't got nothing from Plano. He's all off Adelia. So now Dibby Blood is having blood in his name, right? He's promoting his gang. He's promoting his clique. He's promoting that as what he does. He has tattoos on his face. He has tattoo. He got $100 bill, copied Blueface, and put it on his face, right? He's tatted everywhere. Now, Dibby Blood, ironically, was a good kid in school. He was an athlete, a star basketball player. He was a star. They say when Dibby Blood suited up and laced up his chucks to go out there and play, that the gyms would be packed and filled with people. But yet, you have a suburb kid who had a little bit too much exposure and wanted to be from the hood so bad to where they renounced where they from and are now toting around red flags and gangbanging. You don't got to do that, bro. Now, I'm going to say this about Dibby. I don't want no smoke with you, fam. I apologize for coming at you. I shouldn't have came at you like that. You apparently a real street nigga. But I just find it so funny how when Toon say jump, you quick to say how high. But when other real street niggas, Trouble 2 Times, who is also on the list, when he say jump, you nowhere to be found. When No Flaw Pete say jump, you in the house. K-Dog the Prince is now speaking for you. K-Dog the Prince literally took on your whole battle. I feel like the only reason you even allowed to be around North Dallas, claim North Dallas, is because of K-Dog the Prince. You be calling him your guardian angel, and I see why. You be on them North Dallas niggas dick for real, nigga. Nigga, I know Stola G. Nigga used to come to my studio, nigga. Real nigga, stand up nigga. Yeah. You see the nigga, my favorite rapper, Stola, your whole demeanor changes. It's such a shame that people, see, I'm so glad that I had big homies when I was younger that I could look up to, that'll tell me, Toon, the streets gonna always be here, but go get that education because they can't take that away from you. I'm so glad. If I had the talent, I don't have athletic talent to that ability to draw arenas. That is not my gift. I can't operate in that, right? Never could. I'm decent enough to make the team. Unfortunately, I'm not decent enough to start. Hello. But fortunately enough, I had people outside of my own family who were real niggas in the streets that would tell me, hey, the streets gonna lead to jail and death. They gonna be here. Nigga, you can come back, get you some money. First, go check out that, see what that's about. You gonna get your refund check. Everything gonna be good. You just go, you do your thing. And I went, I did my thing. And now I'm as successful as I am because of those people. And I understand that others don't have mentors and real street niggas that's gonna tell them some real ass shit like that, right? Like Dibby Blood. So now you big gangbanger, but you running from the big bad wolf and you coming after the blogs, fam. You coming after the blogs. You gonna get what you looking for. You keep messing with me. I'm just letting you know. But let's continue looking at this list. I just had to say that because I see so many children, great athletes falling victim to the same thing. And I understand, like, there are some athletes who really put in some work when they were young, not when they were 18, 19 years old, start sipping lean, smoking weed and going to jail for weed and shit like that, getting beat up, getting robbed, getting the shit took. You know what I'm saying? I understand that there are some, like, you were 14, 15, and that was your family, away from your family. You know what I mean? And so I'm not taking nothing away from them, but then there are those who have great opportunities that a hood nigga, a real street nigga would kill to have, but they squander them because they want to prove something to themselves and be like the rest of everybody else. Well, fuck these niggas, nigga. What are you talking about? Niggas always want to be like people, man. Be like yourself. Be like yourself for real. So let me let's look at the list real quick. I just want to because I don't know if there's a way to actually share the list. Let me see. Screen sharing is easy with 2 monitors. Okay, I don't have screen sharing. Let me see if there's a way to share the list. Amen. Okay, I'm not able to share it, but let me get into it. So you have Trouble 2 Times, T from VSG, Rat Poison, J-Lo, Wink D, Spalizzy, B Lean from the Golden Triangle, and Fast Money Devo. So these are a lot of people that y'all might not know. One of my jobs as a street journalist, hood reporter, is to cover artists that y'all don't know and y'all need to be up on. You know, that's doing their motherfucking thing. So I'm supposed to put Fast Money Devo on the same list as Sauce Walka. That's gonna give Sauce his credit as number one, but that's gonna give Devo an opportunity to be known and do something with himself. That's what I do best. So, where the fuck is my drink at? So Sauce Walka, the Sauce Talker, the kid that did the KID, the DID, he comes out and he says this about Guapo. And let me tell y'all what Guapo's response is, right? Remember the history that I broke down at the beginning of this to understand why my thinking was that Guapo should be on this list. Well, Guapo responds to Sauce Walka and says, not no damn Crip. Ha, ha, ha. Okay? He doesn't confirm that he's a blood. He only confirms that he's not a Crip. So why would Sauce even feel like Guapo is a Crip? It's because Guapo is known. He came in the game with Maxo Cream. Maxo Cream puts you on. D Flowers put you on. Those are notorious A-Leaf steppers, nigga. Huh? 9700 block D Flowers, nigga. 10110 Foreign Park. That's a notorious hood. They call it Murder Block. Still on 10110 Murder Block still. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a hood in Houston that's stamped beyond stamp. Like niggas know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like Cartel Bo got the feature from Maxo, and them niggas made them dumbass niggas made motherfucking shout out Cartel Bo, man, free Bo. But them dumbass niggas made motherfucking Donkey of the Day at the Breakfast Club, goddamn me. Like that shit stamped on in both in the music and entertainment business as well as in the street. So with that being said, Lil Jeremy is also a known Rolling 60. I don't know what he does now. He's rapping now. He's doing great for himself now. But just as far as the history of the person goes, that's why you would assume that Guapo may be a Crip, right? But me doing my research and also knowing what I know, that's not the case. So Guapo neither denies it nor confirms it. However, he confirms what he's not. Right. And so for him to do that, it kind of alludes you to think this. Well, why is all of this important? Because I'm going to defend Guapo in his comments because, number one, let's say Guapo ain't never shot shit, ain't never done shit. Why would Guapo want to throw himself on gang file? So there's a thing called gang file, right? To where if you do anything, those charges are enhanced. If the laws approached you, they are to approach you a certain way because you are on gang file. And gang file basically means that there is a zero tolerance for your black ass on these streets. Well, Guapo could have been protecting himself from gang file. So in Houston, it's okay to get shitted on the internet because real street nigga don't get into that internet shit. This ain't Fort Worth. This ain't Dallas. This ain't where you just gotta respond or you're gonna be looked at as a hoe. No, you don't always have to respond. Sauce Walka, the super entertainer and the real nigga, he's gonna call that shit out when he sees that shit on the internet. That's just what it is. And Guapo said what he said, and that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? So, but I want to say why I did it and why it may have been perceived the way it is. So let me talk about Guapo for a second. So Guapo is also known as Mr. Put It On. The way I rock these clothes, fuck a lot of hoes, and I bring pose to all my shows. These some bitches look like Crocs in sports mode. I done did some shit that I can't say, but Lord knows I rock BRB. You can't afford those. I'm excited. A bang gets you some lows. Like he obviously knows some shit. Walka also comes from a family. They got brothers, you know what I'm saying? Real street niggas that niggas respect. So it's like, you know, regardless of how anybody feels, he's been around street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even the artists who have embraced him, it's like shit. If nothing more, he's around it with them. You know what I mean? But I say that to say this. That's why I did it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to justify why I created the list and put Guapo at number 2. He also has a hit. So who is Guapo? Let's talk about it real quick. Not too many people know Guapo. Guapo hasn't done too many interviews with any big platforms for real. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really know shit about Guapo outside of he's around the Crip rappers, the popping Crip rappers, Lil Jeremy, Maxo Cream, D Flowers. That's what we know Guapo as. But he recently came up with a hit, and that hit is Call Me Mr. Put It On, right? He's now putting that shit on, and he put it in a song. Jack Boy offered to sign him. Future posted the song. The song is going crazy. G Herbo posted the song. It goes on and goes on. He's now starting to rock shows He's doing his thing. But I'm gonna tell you, in Houston, Guapo isn't a rapper with a lot of street cred. Okay, I don't think as far as on some street shit, Guapo's really respected like that, and it's a very interesting dynamic because when I drop the list and you're reading the comments, it's like everybody's questioning Guapo's credentials, right? Everybody, even people that fuck with him, they're saying like, no, bro don't got no gang affiliation. He's just strictly a rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's actually an insult in Texas because in Texas, you have to be who you say you are. You really got to be about that shit in order to be a rapper, right? So Mo3, for example, Mo3, to this day, motherfuckers will say he's from McKinney. Niggas gonna say Yellow Beezy's from Lancaster. He's from Terrell. Like, you have to be that, and it has to be overstood. Even niggas still to this day question Sauce Walka. He's done it all. He's went to the pen and still getting challenged about where he's from and everything else involving it. Bro literally went to the pen. Like, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, what and stood on all 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, what more can you want from an artist who's lived in the public eye as a youth and an adult? Well, in Texas, we will expel your ass if we find out. Like, go be a blogger or something. Like, if we found out that your resume ain't what you said it is, you X'd out. Well, Guapo, I think, is in a very interesting situation because, and I'm not going to speak on the past because no need. Houston knows what Houston knows. But what I will say is this. I think that Guapo is such a special talent that he's going to get a pass for not being that crash dummy ass street nigga that everybody wants you to be. Guapo is such a special talent that Houston is going to keep whatever the fuck issues, whatever the fuck dirt going on, and shout out to organizations like Stay Down Productions because, man, they could really end a lot of careers. I've ended a few niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like Dibby Blood, hoe ass. But Stay Down could be ending a plethora of niggas. But a lot of shit they let slide, and I can't tell you the importance of that. You know, I let a lot of shit slide. Spliff D. When us Texas media outlets, we have the power to push to the world the talent in the city, right? As well as the drama of the city. So if we let certain drama and certain bullshit get out, it can literally ruin an artist's career and to a point to where they can't bounce back from. Now, if the city know you a hoe, or the city know that, you know what I'm saying, you're not real, or you just not a crash dummy ass street nigga, then it's like, because that's what real is at the end of the day. That means you're going to crash out behind your principles and your belief. Well, if the city know that you're not all the way like that, but the higher ups say, okay, we're still gonna push this nigga. We're gonna put this nigga on the radio. We're gonna whoop you. And nobody comes out and says nothing or promotes that. Well, guess what? You just got to pass, my nigga. I think that Guapo is such a talented artist that the city of Houston, and granted, the state of Texas, we're gonna let Guapo make it. So regardless of whatever the fuck Guapo got going on, as long as Guapo see, I'm gonna tell you, and this is another chess move that Guapo made. He could have came up on there and if he wanted to really be a real street nigga, if he felt like he had something to prove, he ain't got shit to prove, young nigga. Get your money. Fuck what they talking about, nigga. You responded. The response was good enough for me. I accepted, and I justified why it was acceptable. But we also got to notice how political that shit is, right? Because you could have came up there and said, nigga, Sauce Walka, nigga, I am that. Nigga, I'm standing on 10 behind that. Nigga, and the fade come with it. Everybody would have respected Guapo. Guapo's respect would have... Sauce probably would have wanted that fade, or he would have shot wood at you. But Sauce would have probably wanted that fade. And if you would have gave it to him, you would have been, even win, lose, or draw, you would have been even more respected. But... luckily for you, you didn't do that, because if you would have done that, you don't know how Sauce would have reacted. Sauce probably would have been like, "Oh yeah, he said something. He said what he was supposed to say. I'm gonna let him slide. Fuck what he talking about. I'm gonna let him slide. While he come back, he gonna get sauced up. You see what I'm saying? Or it could have been totally left. Sauce could have did what he did to B King. Like, I don't think. See, niggas don't know, but Sauce is that crash dummy street nigga. He will crash out, fam, especially on the internet. Sauce don't give a fuck. Like, He's going to speak how he feels. He's a real gatekeeper. A real gatekeeper is going to let you know what they feel, what they think, and why they think it. They're going to do that. And Sauce, consequently, is going to do that. I know this is not one of the more interesting drama-filled lives. This is very educational, very you know what I'm saying? You get some knowledge if you came on today. Amen. But watch this. So Guapo, in my opinion, made one of the smartest decisions he can make, right? You didn't come off too hard. You didn't come off abrasive. You didn't give a nigga a reason to try to pull your card. The streets feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're a rapper. They've allowed you to make it as a rapper, even though you talk about violence, drugs, all that shit, killing, you know what I'm saying, the same shit that every other rapper talk about. They still letting you make it for whatever reason. Your family, your friends, your affiliation, or just your raw talent. Keep rapping, my nigga. Don't let no list stop you. Don't let no comment stop you. Don't let shit stop you. Do your motherfucking thizzle. I put you number 2 on that list because shit, nigga, you up there to me. Like you can surpass Sauce Walka. You got to come with more than one hit though. I don't think you passed Mona Leo yet. Mona Leo got more than one hit. Beating down your block, knocking pitches off the wall. That's just one. And that hoe got them bitches going crazy. When you got them bitches going crazy, you on another level. And niggas is singing it. When niggas are singing your song and you a female, that's when you know your shit stupid. Make it go hard. You gotta go hard for niggas to. Nigga, I will drive off and pull up to some Mona Leo. You know what I'm saying? I do the same for Guapo right now. He got the hottest song in the city, in the state. And I want to say to all of my Texas media family, as well as to my Houston family, as well as to my hip hop community, as well as to the streets watching. You know, we got a young man with some talent out there. Let's cultivate that. I like what I'm seeing with Guapo, and I don't think anybody has had to speak on it for it to be overstood that he can be a rapper. He can be one of the faces of the city. Guapo makes Texas look good. He putting that shit on. He getting to some money, and he rapping good in a bitch. That's what you want to represent. You don't want nobody dusty, dirty, half cocked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Guapo a hoe or no shit like that, but you know he's not the streetest of niggas, but he don't just seem like no hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody who, until proven otherwise, he gets the benefit of the doubt. He gets the benefit of the doubt. Amen. At this time, I want to give my haters and naysayers an opportunity to come up and speak, as well as even supporters. Somebody said, "Long live Ghost Magneto." Man, Ghost Magneto was my favorite rapper before he died. I was on Elevator. I was on all that shit. Maxo put him on. You know, I was on Maxo real heavy in 2012, so 2011. So I'm talking since I'm in love with the La Call Me Carmelo, Fire Red Jordans. Niggas, Maxo be acting like, look, I'm gonna tell you, Maxo capped in that interview when he said he was known for shutting shit down with the most city niggas. He wasn't lying. There was a beef between an organization called Young Ones as well as Cream Click. Young Ones is Young Money and 100 merged together. The Most City Click, Young Ones. Then you got Cream Click, right? But the truth of the matter is, amen. The truth of the matter is, y'all is some assholes in the comments, boy. The truth of the matter is, Maxo was known for being a fly ass nigga, fat nigga, gangster nigga, but a fly nigga. His whole organization, while they may have caught a RICO charge, which was eventually dropped, shout out to Maxo Cream, they weren't known as gangsters. They was known for being fly. Like that. I remember at one point they would call them TSU Cream University because them niggas was in college. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't a dumb group of individuals, those were niggas who really put a, but we're not here to talk about Max, so I'm gonna talk about him pretty soon. But I just wanted to say that, like, it fucked me up when I heard him say that. Like, nah, fam, be real, bro. The word cream stands for kicks rule everything around me. Just like how the cash rules everything around me, cream, get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Them niggas is kicks rule everything around me. His first song literally was talking about Jordans, like, fire red Jordans, like I'm rocking with the devil. There's an eagle with some crack rocks, call me heavy metal. Dig what I dug like I wrote it with a shovel. My bro moved pebbles. I ain't talking about Flintstone, the 40 Glock, make your dip set like Jim Jones. Man, goddamn me. I don't even think that song on YouTube no more. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Guapo, man. Shout out Maxo. Shout out to all these people, man. Trey 600, man. I see you in here, man. You need to put out the rest of that OG Person interview, man. Folks looking for it, man. Shout out to my boy Trey 600, Quinn TV, man. Somebody talking about Rotha Vanderals.